All right, guys, what's going on? Today is Thursday, and we are going to spend the next half an hour, maybe a little bit more, together and discuss the most important topics that are going on right now in the immigration, and I want to call it a kind of shake-up because we see some movements that are happening in the immigration field that may concern you if you are from India or China and you are on F1 visa, you're on OPT, CPT, and other programs that right now are in the danger zone. So we're going to discuss that. I'm going to give you some pretty heavy material. So I want you to be engaged in this, be it online if you're watching it streaming live, or if you watch the stream offline. Okay, if you're watching it offline, I want you to ask me questions and in the comment section below this video, because this is a very important topic. Before we go to the heart of this topic, let's just warm up a little bit. I'll give you the recent approvals in our cases. And we've got really, I call it the starfall, the green card starfall. There's a lot of approvals. One of them is EB1A for jazz singer from Russia. Another one, EB1A talent visa for a businessman in the sphere of construction. Another EB2 NIW, a national interest waiver for civil engineer who is specializing in green technology. So his project was to implement the green technology in the US. And of course, that's his national interest. We also got EB1A for MMA fighter. He started with us a couple of years ago with O1 visa. Then we got him a strategy for EB1A, and just 2 days ago he got his approval for the green card. All right, another EB1A for our client Natalia. She's from Russia. She is a talented expert in real estate. So this is a business category, like she's almost like real estate broker. And you guys be like, oh my God, what kind of talent can you do with a real estate broker? You can. If you work with me guys, we can unpack any kind of talent. It's a matter of specialty and experience. And there's a bunch more. There's another one for EB1A for talented top manager in the hotel business. Really good case. I kind of like hospitality green cards because that's I use the services of those people myself. So I like to see what's going on in that industry. Okay, all right, guys. Give me the questions or let me know what's going on with you, those of you who watch it live. And like I said, those who are going to watch it later, make sure you ask me questions and share what's going on with you. All right, so what's been happening with international students, guys? And I don't do F1 visas, I don't do OPTs, and I specialize in talent visas, national interest, but I'm connected in the industry. I'm connected with a lot of immigration attorneys, and I see that things are going, I don't want to take in the wrong, I want to say in the wrong way, but there's some movement with the students. And why do I bother about students? Because basically students are rarely my clients, but then you guys get your H1Bs, maybe I get your O1 visas, and you start building and getting better, and then we can get you EB1A or EB2 NIW, right? So of course it bothers me because these are my future clients. You guys, my future clients. Of course, if you want to get approval, that's one caveat to that. So I see messages from other attorneys claiming that the student visas are being targeted right now, and especially Chinese, mostly Chinese, some Indians, but mostly Chinese, being revoked without explanation of the reason. Okay? Why is this exactly happening? No one really knows. However, my theory behind it, that those students whose visas are getting revoked, they are somehow participated in Hamas movement, in Hamas protests. Okay, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's not. That's the real thing. Like Hamas protest, like BLM protest, like all these kind of things where you guys being on F1 visa or OPT, you guys doing silly stuff. Okay? Silly stuff. Going for the protest is almost stupid. I'm sorry. Okay, and you can tell me, you can argue with me, Stanislav, this is a free country, this is democracy, I can speak up. Yes, it's true. But your F1 visa, your OPT and everything else is not the right, it's the privilege. And you guys need to understand the difference between your right and your privilege. For example, my Florida driver's license, and let me guys show it to you. I have my Florida driver's license, right here. So by law, it's not the right to have it. It's the privilege. So that privilege could be revoked by the government if I violate some law regarding that, if I don't pay my fine, that the ticket that I got, whatever. Right? Whatever, of course, I have nothing of this kind, but in theory. So this privilege could be taken from me. Okay? So when you guys here in the US on F1, J1, M1, on OPT, CPT, STEM OPT, whatever that is, you gotta be really careful about what you do, and again, because it's a privilege, could be revoked at any time. Basically, with no explanation, and that's what we see. That's what we see. So the bottom line of the today's stream, and I'm gonna go deep in what's happening with the laws and what kind of things will the forecast and things like that. Guys, don't do anything stupid. Okay? I understand. Many of you are young people and you wanna do the young people things. Okay? Don't drive under influence. Don't fight with people. Don't attack someone on campus. Don't participate in a highly politicized protests. Okay? I mean, why? Why would you do this? Okay, there's no point in this. All right, wait till you get your green card, and then you'll have more things to fight for. But right now, you're here as a guest. Okay, so don't overstay your welcome. All right, and I'm not trying to be political or anything like this. I don't care about that in the sense that I care only about the result for you. But in today's reality, do not do anything ridiculous. Don't do anything unclever. Let's put it this way, okay? And I don't know. I don't know those cases where the visa was revoked. Maybe those people were totally innocent and just were going to school and doing the homework. I don't know. But there is no smoke without the fire. Okay? All right. Before we go in some hardcore stuff, let me see what you guys get to say. Jamie, hey Stanislav, there's a question. My wife is on J1, 3 years residency, and I just got my NIWPD current. Attorney saying that I cannot apply for her in my 485 and she won't get the green card. What do I do? I think Jamie, you meant 2 years residency requirement, right? Or what? Like there's like 2 year. Yes, 2 year usually. I'm not an expert in this particular thing. I think it's two, but maybe some program with 3 years. So, okay. So Jamie, there is a waiver. There is a waiver for that. Okay. There are attorneys who do the J1 residency requirement waiver, so you guys need to do that. Okay, you need to do that. Get her the waiver. I heard that oftentimes they get approved. Okay, so definitely apply for your 45, and if something goes wrong, if the waiver is not approved, or maybe for some reason there is no waiver in this sense, yeah. The only way for her to go back, then you guys will need to do the family immigration. The family immigration. Yeah, I understand it's not no good news, but that's the reality. That's the reality. Anna, I have a J1 question too. I'm on B1 and got myself match. Can I do change of status to J1? Yes, you can. My hospital is sponsoring. Do I have to go back to my home country, or do exit entry, or just get J1 status and start working? Yes, Anna. Again, I'm not an expert in J1, but I know that the COS is possible. The only thing, you won't get the visa. You'll get the status. So if you want to travel, make sure then you stop by the embassy to get your J1 stamped in the passport. Mike, situation for students is not right with the new administration. You were the only attorney who was hopeful with Trump, but unfortunately legal immigration is also being crushed. Mike, valid point, but I disagree with it. I disagree. There is no smoke without a fire. Okay, I'm a firm believer and understand that right now the situation is tense. And maybe mistakes being done. I don't know. I do not see that with my clients. Okay? I don't see that with my clients. What I see is actually more desire to actually understand the cases that we file. Okay, more desire from the standpoint of immigration officers. So I don't see that. I don't feel that effect. But with F1 students, we don't know. And they will never tell. Okay? That person who went to Hamas protests, okay, and damaged the campus property, he will never admit. Never. Unless there's a video or something when he could be identified. Okay? So it's almost impossible to get to the truth, to the bottom of this. My only message is your best shot for the student. Don't do stupid things. Okay? Don't violate the law. Don't participate in craziness. Don't damage the property. Don't write some graffiti on the wall. That's the violation of the law. You may think it's funny and it's good. It's vandalizing the property. It's enough to deport you. I'm sorry. It's always been like this. It's never been enforced, but it doesn't mean that it's never been a violation of the law, right? So that's it. And of course, I understand that might be people who are really innocent, but it's always been the case with other administrations when innocent people got deported. Okay, I'm sorry. That's the reality. But Mike, thank you for the comment. I appreciate you having critical thinking. I think it's great. Okay, let's do two more questions, guys, and let's go for the the really like hardcore stuff for today. Because today I really prepared for something that's really informative for you. Clearly by relief, I was on B2, filed COS 01 on February 14th. My I-94 expired on February 18th. but application was received before my I-94 expired. Okay. Still, they send in a one-page RFE saying that you are out of status. Did file B2 extension on February 1. Yeah, that's correct. Clear. Clear by relief. That's the proper RFE. If you filed your B2 extension on February 1, but you didn't get it approved, that RFE is proper. Now you're in a really shaky situation. I would think they would give you 2 months for maybe 3 months to reply to this RFE. You have two options. And actually one can become the second. It's like the third option is a hybrid. So option number 1 is try to wait till the last date, hoping your B2 is going to be approved, which may not be the case. Maybe, but maybe not. Or you can file the RFE showing that you filed an extension and requesting to adjudicate them concurrently. I hope you did it with your attorney. And your attorney should have known better that filing extension of tourist visa does not guarantee that your O1 change of status is going to be approved based on the filing of the extension. It will be approved based on your approved extension of the status. Okay. Yeah, and I see it. Yeah. So you need to wait for the notice of approval if it's timely. If you feel it's untimely, your last shot is to file the request for concurrent adjudication. Okay. I'm sorry, and that's the only way, or you can real quick get out of the country, refile your case for O1 without change of status, get approval, go to the embassy. Yeah, shaky situation. Zamin, thank you for the live Q&A, Stanislav. Always great to see you. Thank you. Has anything changed for EB1 approvals? As it is gotten tougher, I'm still preparing my profile. We'll surely contact you soon. With my corporation, no, guys. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. The approval, what have changed? The approval rate in the industry. In my corporation, you guys get 90% chance of approval with the petitions. Within the industry, you get only 45%. Okay, I used to say it's 50. I checked the statistics for the 2024. It's actually 42 to 45, guys. It really sucks. You know, it really does. And I shot a nice video for you guys for YouTube with all the statistics for the past 15 years. Watch it. It's gonna be fun. You'll have fun watching it. Are you getting direct approvals? Saw your interview with the Indian guy yesterday. Got hopes now. Yeah. There's another one coming with the you know, guys, we have a lot of Indian clients. A lot of. I love my Indian clients. I love them because very strong cases. All my Indian clients got approvals. There's one case with this lady. She's the top of the dentist, and she just got a stupid officer. We're gonna refile her. She's gonna be fine. Okay, guys, give me more questions. I'll get back to them, but I want to cover some good material for you. Okay, some good material. So make yourself comfortable. First thing, I'm gonna address Chinese students. You guys from China under scrutiny. Okay, why I'm saying that? Not because of the rumors, oh, this attorney said this guy got revoked. No, there is a factual things, guys. New congressional bill, HR 1234. That's the number of the bill, guys. It's not a joke. The bill's name, HR House of Representatives 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So what this proposal is, it wants to block you guys, the Chinese, from getting the student visas whatsoever. Totally banning it. It's the bill, it's not the law. Okay? We need to understand, before bill becomes the law, a lot of things need to happen. But guys, because there are ideas in that direction, we have to treat them seriously. Okay? There are people out there who want that to happen. All right? So that bill, if passed through House and Senate, and I have no doubt it will be signed by the president if it passes, it will totally ban all Chinese from getting the student visas. Now, what is the likelihood of passage this bill? Very low. Okay, guys, I don't see that happening whatsoever. I think it's a ridiculous bill. I understand the security concerns, and I know that a lot of Chinese students, you guys go back to China, so it's kind of, and US is on bad terms with China, right? So it's kind of, Americans may think like we kind of strengthen China through giving them our best education. I can see that thinking. But they also get the benefit of people paying and spending the money here, all right? So there's like different arguments. I think it's a ridiculous bill. I don't think it's gonna pass. If it passes, it's gonna be, it's almost gonna be stupid, right? Yeah, I agree. That could be, this goal could be achieved through the scrutiny and security concerns things. Yes, but total ban, this is not right. This is not right. So I don't think this is going to happen. Okay. Now, there are some rumors that there would be travel ban for Chinese students, those who already got approval and are in the US. And that is more realistic because that could be done through the executive order. So Trump can just sign it today and that's it. No court is going to revoke it. No court is going to revoke the travel ban. Okay? So if you guys from China, just avoid traveling for right now. Avoid it. Unless it's life death situation. Just let's wait. Let's wait. Don't rush things. You're in the US, unless you're revoked, which I think a slim chance of happening. Don't play with the fire. Don't go and travel and come back. You might be in trouble because it's much easier to turn you around at the border and say goodbye to you. Much easier than do something else. So that's my best advice on that. Number 2, Indian students also in the crossfire. Okay? And if Chinese students are the second biggest group for international students, Chinese are number 1, right? So there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands Indian people here on F1, OPT, and CPT. Okay? And what we hear now, what the Trump administration is talking about, they wanna limit potentially STEM, OPT, and CPT to the foreign students. Not only Indians, but Indians gonna be largely affected because most of those jobs are going to Indians. All right? Is this going to happen? I don't know. I truly don't know. I hope it will not. But if it does happen, guys, O1 visa is gonna be your go to pray to visa. Okay? O1, guys, is gonna be your solution. H1B, if you get lucky and you get selected, sure. But if you don't get selected, O1 visa is gonna fix it for you. All right? So make sure you have it as your plan B if something crazy like this happens. Okay? So that's the problem and that's the solution. Also, I do not recommend in today's very tense situation. You guys saw the tariffs yesterday kick in. Oh my God. How bad that was for the markets, huh? That was pretty crazy. I hope you guys buying and you know what kind of asset you need to buy in this volatility. You all know. I'm not gonna say it twice. But you see how much tension in geopolitical world. And my forecast for these type of things, for the tariffs and this geopolitical tension, I think one by one the countries are going to fold. One by one. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So countries gonna cancel the tariffs on US goods. US is gonna cancel the tariffs for the goods of that country. All right, and one by one, it's gonna come back to normalize, to be normal, and things gonna go smooth. Okay, but right now, just general advice for all students, for all OPT, even H1B, maybe less risk, but even that, just try not to travel, guys. Unless you have to, like some of your H1B people, you have to go every year because you have a B2 approved. If you're from India, you have to go to the embassy. Okay, I understand. You have to do this. But if you don't have to, just hold your horses. Travel in the US. There's a lot of good places. Okay? Just wait another 3 to 6 months. Give it 3 to 6 months to dissolve, to know for sure what's going on, what we're actually facing. All right? And if you go outside, you just increase your risk. It doesn't mean you're not going back. No, you probably will, but you don't want to go through that stress. Okay, now we noticed a lot of visa processing delays. Not in our cases, because our cases are for the best professionals, for talented people, for highly educated people. You guys have no problem and probably will not have any problem. EB1As, EB2 and IWs, to some extent O1, H1B, you guys gonna be good because Americans need you. Okay? We need you because who's gonna work, right? All the immigrants work, right? Americans, yeah, they work, but much less. And I'm an immigrant myself. Look at me, guys. I'm working day and night. Not only because I love my work and I love to get your approvals, but because that's my ethics. That's what I learned back in Russia. You know, you gotta make your way yourself. You gotta create your dreams. And this country is great for creating the dreams, right? And you guys know it better than I do. And that's why you're here listening to all my ramble. Okay, by the way, guys, those of you who are a professional in the field, you need to know if you have the case. If you have talent case, national interest waiver, I dropped you the link for free evaluation. Those of you who did not get through the free evaluation, you guys missing in action, especially right now, when every day we're smashed with news, with some crazy stuff. And you guys see the Trump administration, they don't play games. I don't say everything they do is smart. I think a bunch of things they do is pretty stupid. Okay, I totally understand that. But you have to deal with it. and you have to face the new reality. And while all this boiling is going on, we first need to know if you have a case. And if you do, you will see in my analysis of your free evaluation one word at the end that you have the potential. And if you have the potential, that means you have a high chance, more than 90%, to get your visa approved, non-immigrant or immigrant, within 6 months working with my team, under my control. Okay? Make sure you don't wait. The longer you wait, the more risk you have. Okay, let me guys see what you got to say. Nurzia, can I do adjustment of status if I'm already in US from O3 to J1 if my hospital is sponsoring? Yes. Yes, you can. It's going to be the status, not the visa. Clear by relief, B2, extension is still pending because it takes, yeah. We talked about it. Mary fornication, Stanislav, if I'm a student and my parents get talent visas, so do I get a visa too? If you below 21, yes, you will get a green card. Or if it's O1, you'll get O3, but if it's O3, you'll need to, after you hit 21, that's it, you have to switch to something else. Okay? So make sure it's EB1A and you below 21 at the time of approval. Follow-up question, I heard that when your 94 is valid and your app for O1 is reached the USCIS office within time, then you are safe because O1 is backdated with your I-94. Yes, but it's not your case. Clear by relief. This is where. Okay, let's do it this way. What is the expiration date of your I-94? Because you never said what was the expiration date. If your original B2 expired, let me see your original question. Oh, so yes, you said February 18th. February 18th. If that's your expiration date of I-94 of your original B2, and they received your O1 on February 14th, they have to approve it as long as you're a talented person. So if that's your case, clear by relief, if that's your case, and all the dates are proper, then the immigration officer made a mistake. So, in answer to this RFE, you have to explain, hey, yes, I had my B1, B2 extension filed, but my original I-94 had the expiration date of February 18th. Look at my attachment A, my form I-94, and highlight it. Because they received it 4 days before the expiration, you filed it timely. And they have to approve, as long as they deem you're talented. Okay, so that's what's going on. Zamin, I saw a former officer's interview that we have 15 minutes to review a petition. So for premium is our petition just lying there for 14 days for them to pick up the last day and make decision. Yes, exactly. That's exactly. They don't differentiate between premium or standard when they actually get the case on the desk. All cases, I think, well, I heard different, I saw that interview you're talking about, Zaman. I saw that. I heard different interviews from former officers. Some of they say 3 hours, up to 3 hours. So I heard 50 minutes, I heard hour and a half. So guys, this is a chaos. This is shows you the chaos and the USCIS. They cannot even come up with how much time they have to do this. Yeah, but they have very limited time. Very limited time. How do they read 800-page petition in 15 minutes and make a... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, guys, my theory, how immigration... They look at the pictures. If you guys have no pictures in your petition, you are doomed. If you have nice, beautiful pictures, nicely designed, that's how we do it. In my company, I have a designer, full-time designer, who makes your petition nice with the pictures, with all these beautiful lines and squares and arrows. It just, you don't have to read my petition to give me approval. You can just go through it and make sure it's beautiful. Okay? That's my idea right now. Because sometimes I just don't get it. Okay? So yeah. Exactly, Zamin. Welcome to my world. We do everything possible. We even print your cases on thicker paper, right? So when you hold it feels rich, you know, like good, heavy petition. So we take care of that. Nurzia, will I need statement of need from my home country even for adjustment of status? Statement of need. Nurzia, but you talked about switching from O3 to J1, so it's not adjustment of status, it's change of status. It's two different things. Make sure you guys don't mix the two. Change of status and adjustment of status, those are totally different things. Totally. Change of status is when you switch from one non-immigrant to another non-immigrant status, like O3, who is a dependent of O1, talent visa, to J1, they are both non-immigrant status. Okay? Adjustment of status, on the other hand, when you switch from non-immigrant to immigrant status, for example, O3 to EB1A for talent visa. Okay? So this is important. Yes, so I'm not sure the statement of need, what that is. I never heard of that, Nurzia. Maybe there is some requirement for J1 because I don't do J1 visas, right? Maybe there is a requirement for that. I guess then yes, but otherwise I've never heard of that. Shahid, I'm Shahid from Pakistan. My qualification is MBA Finance, having 10 years of job experience. Am I eligible for EB2 and IW? Shahid, you are eligible for education requirement, but you have other two criteria: the idea of the endeavor and well positioned. Okay, so your education is experience is only one criterion, but we have two more. Make sure, Shahid, you fill out the free evaluation for NIW and for talent visa, because most of the time you guys trying to qualify yourself for a national interest waiver without realizing that you have the talent visa. And only I can tell whether you have a talent or you don't. So, Shahid, especially for you, the link is in the comment section. Make sure you fill out both free evaluations, EB1A and EB2 NIW. I'll take a look and I'll give you the breakdown within 2 days with no cost to you. All right, guys, I'm done. Let me summarize what I said today, and you can give me a few more questions if you have any. If you are a student, and not necessarily China and India, but mostly these two countries because they seem to be affected the most, number-wise or nation-wise, like China. If you are on student visa or other type of similar M1, J1 and similar, try not to travel within the next 3 to 6 months at very least, unless it's life death situation. Number one. Number two, do not do anything stupid. Don't drive under influence. Don't get involved in fighting anywhere on campus and you don't do it. Don't party loud at night. I know, I understand you guys young and I was just like that. I understand, but remember, your status is the privilege. It's not the right. It could be taken away for nothing. Do not participate in stupid protests. Okay? And I'm not becoming political here. I don't care. If you support these guys, do not participate in them. Okay? It's now a risk. And do not write anything on the walls. Alright? Anna says, you're still young. Yes, that's how I feel, guys. And I still party too. You know, I'm a person. I love to party. I love it. I love to meet new people. Of course. But I'm a citizen too. So, I can do whatever I want. So, don't write anything on stupid walls. Please. Don't think you're gonna look cool if you spray paint on campus whatever you want to spray paint on this. This is vandalizing the property. And this is a felony. It could be a felony, guys. Automatic deportation. Okay? So just don't do anything that you wouldn't do in your own country. Okay? You guys in China, I don't see many protests you participate. How so? And this is a rhetorical question, right? So don't do it here. You don't need this. No one needs this. Okay? All right. All other updates, guys, on the laws, on that travel ban that's looming for you guys, Chinese and Indians, and maybe more countries. Those bills that introduced in the Congress, we're going to be tracking them. And we will be keeping you posted on all this craziness. Okay? Okay, let's see the last minute questions, guys. Last minute questions. Nurzia, thank you, Shamaev. Another question: if my husband gets I-140 approved before I do my J1 waiver, my 485 will not be processed until I complete my waiver, even if I use J1 status for less than a year. Okay, so you can wait. You don't have to file your 485 concurrently with your husband, Nurzia. I would say you have a year after the approval of I-140 to file that 485. So time-wise, I'm not concerned. What I'm concerned is whether your waiver is going to be approved or not. Okay? And I think you guys together here, right? Jamie, you guys together, Jamie and Nurzia. I would think so. Your bet is on approval of your waiver, of your J1 waiver. If it's not approved, whatever reason, within a year or at all, then you'll have to do your residency requirement, get out, wait 2 years, and then come back. And then come back through the I-130. I-130, the family reunification process. So that's how I see it. Again, don't take my words with a grain of salt, because I don't really do those cases. I don't do the J1s, the residency requirement. I'm not an expert. I'm not qualified in that. I'm just using my limited knowledge to give you the best idea. So your best shot is to hire an attorney who's qualified in this process. Okay, guys, don't forget the free evaluation. The link is in chat. I'm going to Korea this week, so no streams for the next 2 weeks. Guys, wish me luck. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. No regrets, no regrets not seeing you for 2 weeks, but coming back full force, waiting to see you and talking to you with your crazy questions and just looking forward to have fun with you here. So everybody have a good end of the week. My name is Stanislav Shamayev. I'm a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.